Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Scout. Young Scout is the 6-year-old narrator of Harper Lee's popular novel, To Kill a Mockingbird, 1960. The character's real name is actually Jean Louise Finch, but the feisty tomboy is called Scout by everyone. It's no surprise Lee used this nickname for her little heroine, since Scout in the novel is always searching, gathering information and discovering the truth. The English vocabulary word definition for a scout is someone who is sent to discover, gather, and evaluate information. A scout is basically someone who explores and discovers. The word typically refers to a boy or a man, for instance a soldier who is sent to gather information about the enemy's position or movements. The word scout is less gender-specific in modern times, but as a forename it will forever be identified with a tomboyish girl thanks to Harper Lee. See literary references below. For girls, the name Scout is actually more popular in Australia than it is in the United States. Personality of the girl named Scout. Romance is the hallmark of the Six personality. They exude nurturing, loving, and caring energy. Sixes are in love with the idea of love in its idealized form, and with their magnetic personalities, they easily draw people toward them. Like the number 2 personality, they seek balance and harmony in their life and the world at large. They are conscientious and service-oriented, and a champion for the underdog. These personalities naturally attract money and are usually surrounded by lovely material objects, but their human relationships are always primary. They thrive in giving back to others rather than being motivated by their own desires. This is when they achieve great things. Sixes are natural teachers, ministers, and counselors. Popularity of the girl named Scout. Scout has never appeared on the U.S. popularity charts and the history of name tracking, which means this is a name rarely used. It didn't get picked up recently like Atticus did for boys, another much-loved and admired character in To Kill a Mockingbird. Even when super celebrity couple, now divorced, Bruce Willis and Demi named their second daughter Scout LaRue Willis in 1991, this did nothing to jump-start the name on the female charts. Although back in 1991, we weren't quite the celebrity culture that we are now. In other words, if David and Victoria Beckham named their daughter Scout instead of Harper in 2011, then we might have seen her hit the charts. Some parents are getting into literary characters as a naming fashion, but it remains to be seen if Scout will follow the trend. If you've read the book or seen the movie, To Kill a Mockingbird, it's simply impossible not to fall in love with this little girl. Quick facts on Scout. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 1. Ranking popularity, not applicable. Pronunciation, Scout. Simple meaning, discoverer. Characteristics of Scout. Humanitarian, sensitive, compassionate, family-oriented, community-minded, loving, affectionate. Cultural references to the baby name, Scout. Literary characters of the baby name Scout. Scout is the 6-year-old narrator of Harper Lee's Pulitzer Prize-winning 1960 novel, To Kill a Mockingbird, which was also adapted into a highly successful movie of the same name in 1962. She is a delightful child, although she would hate being called that. A full-fledged tomboy, Scout prefers air rifles to dolls and denims to dresses. She is bright, precocious, and questioning, earnestly set upon understanding the mysterious ways of the world she is growing up in. Scout's mother is dead, so it is her father, Atticus, who is her guide as she struggles with issues both large and small. For example, her first response to trouble is to fight. She is no shrinking violet when it comes to using her fists and feet. He gently admonishes her not to fight, but to try and imagine the other person's point of view. Scout's immense respect for her father helps her to heed his advice, most of the time. Over the 3-year period of the novel, Scout reaches the age of 9, and while she may not yet have the perspective of an adult, she has come a long way toward comprehending the shades of good and evil and appreciating and respecting the differences between people. She has been exposed to the many nuances of human behavior, and is well on her way to becoming a person who will embrace life with an open mind and a generosity of spirit. But she probably still won't wear dresses except when she has to. Children of famous people named Scout. Demi Moore,